Cobra Kai saga is over, or is it? Big news for Cobra Kai fans. While the Netflix show is wrapping up, the saga is far from over. In fact, it's about to take a wild turn that no one saw coming. A brand new cast, shocking twists, and a continuation
We've been through a lot to get to this point.
So let's break it all down. If you watched the Cobra Kai Season 6 finale, you already know that these last episodes didn't hold back. If you haven't watched them yet, I don't know what you're doing watching this video. The finale was a masterclass in tension and payoff, delivering some of the most unforgettable moments, especially for the legendary characters from the original Karate Kid movies. But let's talk about the real Johnny. The final showdown between
finally
Johnny
on the same page.
If you thought their rivalry had reached its peak, think again. This wasn't just a fight. It was an explosive, high-stakes spectacle that left me speechless. Seeing Silver's luxurious yacht engulfed in flames, taking both of them down with it, was nothing short of cinematic perfection. And of course, it was all set into motion by none other than Johnny himself, who, in true Johnny fashion, took things to a whole new level this time with a simple cigar that triggered total destruction. It was reckless, dramatic, and completely over the top. The kind of wild moment that only Cobra Kai could pull off. And let's be real, this is exactly why we love this show. It never holds back. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but personally, I would have cringed at such a scene in any other show. For Cobra Kai, though, I'm making an exception.
Now we have to be ready for whatever the world throws at us.
There was triumph for the younger fighters who had been working toward their big tournament moments. Both Miguel and Tori ended up as champions and deservedly so cementing their places as two of the best fighters to ever come out of the series. But even with all the chaos, one thing was clear. Cobra Kai was always Johnny Lawrence's story. I know a lot of you aren't fans of him, but with all due respect, I think you're wrong. He's one of the best characters ever written for TV or cinema, and the Season 6 finale only proved it.
Welcome you to your rightful
Episode
place.
15, Ex-Degenerate, wasn't just another chapter in Johnny's journey, it was a full-circle moment, a direct callback to the pilot episode, Ace Degenerate, that started it all. But this time, Johnny wasn't just fighting to prove himself. He was battling his past, his demons, and everything that had haunted him since that fateful All-Valley tournament in 1984. His opponent, none other than Wolf, the ruthless and merciless sensei, Iron Dragons, the one dojo that had truly challenged Cobra Kai's dominance. From the moment these two squared off, you could feel the weight of decades of struggle, redemption, and unfinished business hanging in the air. This wasn't just a fight. It was Johnny's defining moment, where his legacy and everything he had rebuilt were on the line. And with stakes this high, failure wasn't an option. The Sekai Taikai tournament was tied, and the only way to break it was through a final showdown between senseis. This was the first time Johnny had fought in a tournament since losing to Daniel LaRusso at the All-Valley decades ago.
But that's only made us strong.
That loss defined so much of his life, and now, here he was, standing in the ring once again. I'm tearing up just talking about it. Even after all these years, Johnny still carried the weight of that crushing loss to Daniel in 1984.
There's no way that we can win.
In his eyes. The battle wasn't just physical, it was mental.
Fight the best in the world.
And in true Cobra Kai fashion, the real fight started long before anyone stepped onto the mat. As every die-hard fan knows, victory is often decided in the locker room, and this time was no different.
Championing
Wolf,
you,
a master of psychological warfare, knew exactly how to strike where it hurt most. With just a few choice words, he got inside Johnny's head, reigniting old doubts and shaking his confidence to the core. By the time Johnny stepped onto the mat, his focus was fractured, his edge dulled.
I guess it was
Before
inevitable.
he could even regain his footing, he was already 2 points down. The crowd felt it. The tension was suffocating. This wasn't just a fight. It was a reckoning. And for a brief, heart-stopping moment, it looked like Johnny Lawrence was about to lose everything.
This wasn't going to be easy.
But then something shifted. Daniel, the same Daniel
what could
who
possibly
beat him
go
all
wrong?
those years ago, stepped in
We'd end up
as
on the
his
same
sensei.
side.
It was a moment that hit hard for all of us who've watched this series for years, just to reach this point. Johnny and Daniel's journey started as a rivalry, turned into reluctant respect, and then finally, a true friendship. And at the very end,
Cobra
Daniel
Kai
gave
is
Johnny
one
the
dojo out of
advice that
16.
changed
It's not us
everything.
against them
To
anymore.
be defensive, not offensive. That's what lost him the All Valley, and that's what could help him win
No matter
now.
what life throws at you.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking that advice from
And
my
no
own
matter
life.
the alliances,
We can all use a little stepping back and taking a defensive approach rather than always going on offense. And with that, it all came down to one final point. Johnny took Daniel's advice, shifted his strategy, and landed the winning move. Just like that,
You
he
win?
took the victory,
Tori
not just
chose
in
the
the
other
fight,
side.
but in his own personal life. He finally let go of the ghosts of his past, and it's honestly the perfect way to end his
Gotta
journey.
stay on your feet.
But let me know what you thought.
now we've made
With the tournament wrapped up, the final moments of Cobra Kai set up what comes next, which is the part we actually care about. The high school fighters move on, stepping into their futures, while Johnny starts fresh with a new batch of students.
Can't keep letting her get
It's
in
a
our heads
full
like
circle
this.
moment, reminding me why I fell in love with this show in the
For
first
the
place.
friends who have had our
Just because
backs.
Cobra Kai is wrapping up doesn't mean the Miyagi-verse is coming to an end. In fact, it's only evolving. This May,
You have the opportunity of a lifetime to be captain, and you're completely blowing it.
Don't
A brand new
jeopardize
movie
that
that's
balance,
set to
man.
reignite the legacy with a mix of nostalgia and fresh energy. And here's the best part: Daniel LaRusso is back, but he won't be the only familiar face.
sure we can figure
Jackie Chan is reprising his role as Mr. Han from the 2010 Karate Kid reboot, creating a crossover no one saw coming. The story picks up 3 years after the events of Cobra Kai and introduces a brand new protagonist, Li Fang, a highly skilled kung fu prodigy who struggles to find his place after moving to New York City. As he faces challenges both inside and outside the dojo, he's
How do I
drawn
run
into
shit
a
by you?
high-stakes karate competition
Since we have
where
no
fate leads
idea
him to
what
be mentored by both
our
Han and
enemies
LaRusso,
are still
two
out there.
masters, one student and a new chapter in the Karate Kid saga. This is the movie that could redefine
of
the
us have
franchise
nothing
for
to
a whole
lose.
new generation. Now,
Both Cobra
here's
Kai
the thing.
captains go down.
Legends is
Did
not
you come here
directly
to win?
connected to Cobra
What?
Kai.
Or up
While it
against.
exists in the
Only
same
through
Karate
pain.
Kid world, the show's creators Hayden
a few
Schlossberg,
surprises.
John
The Iron
Hurwitz,
Dragons
and Josh
win.
Heald weren't involved in making the movie. However, they were consulted to ensure
My team
everything
is
still
undefeated.
feels like part of the same universe.
You'd have a
Director Jonathan and Twistle
gambling
even
our rooms
confirmed
away?
that
But
he
not
had
you.
detailed
You got a lot
conversations
to
with the
lose.
Cobra Kai team
Does the
to keep the
champion
continuity
reveal
as
himself?
tight as possible. That being said, it's still unclear if any other Cobra Kai
We
characters
need to face
besides
those
Daniel
enemies.
will appear. I'd love to see some surprise cameos, but for now, nothing has been confirmed. So what's next for the masterminds behind Cobra Kai?
team decision?
Well, one thing's for sure,
Not yet.
they're not
I
done
know
with the Karate
Americans.
Kid universe just
You have
yet.
no idea.
The creators have been very vocal about their passion for expanding the saga, and at the top of their wish list is a long-awaited prequel about the legendary Mr. Miyagi. Imagine diving deep into his past, his early life in Okinawa, his struggles, his training,
to you, young
and the
man.
moments that shaped him into
Getting
the
us an
wise
extra
and
room.
formidable mentor we all know
What it
and
takes
love.
to win.
A story like this wouldn't just be a tribute. It would be a chance to explore the origins of Miyagi-Do
It's one thing to be the best
and
in town, it's
philosophy
another to be the
behind his
best in the
teachings.
world.
To accomplish that
While
as
nothing
one.
official has been greenlit yet, the creators have been dropping hints for years, subtly
Welcome to
laying the
Barcelona.
groundwork for what could be one of the most compelling Karate Kid stories ever told. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to see the untold
gambling.
journey of
He's
Mr.
gambling.
Miyagi finally come to life on screen?
Here in Barcelona.
And let's be real,
Barcelona,
if there's
dipshit.
one character in this franchise who deserves a deep dive, it's Mr. Miyagi.
We need to
His
go
legacy
back
has shaped
to where it all
everything
began.
from Cobra, Kai,
Just
and the
means I'm gonna have
Karate
to be
Kid,
Robbie
and
again.
exploring his story
Barcelona,
would be a
bitch.
perfect way to keep this universe going. Of course, there's always the possibility of more spin-offs. Joan Hurwitz even hinted that they'd love to explore new characters,
Okay, just
like the
give it a
Iron
good running
Dragons,
start.
in
That
different
Russian guy that
ways. We just love playing in this sandbox, he said, making it clear that there's still plenty of story left to tell. So, is this really the
I
end?
thought you were Miyagi.
Of course not. I mean, yes, Cobra Kai as we know it is done, but the world it built is still
Don't
very
know.
much alive.
You think things are better
And
because
I
now
have
I'm
a
training in your
feeling
dad's
we haven't seen
backyard?
the last of these characters just yet.
Hey,
For more
I'm
weekly
telling you.
updates on the Cobra Kai universe, make sure to
Almost
like
all
and
of
follow. Meanwhile, the video on the
things got
screen
out of
might
control.
just interest you.
So,